So now's about the time that we roll some dice in anger. Although I don't think we're going to do a lot of rolling in anger today. I'm just going to put that out there.
We're going to roll in happiness today.
The last we left, you guys had absolutely brutalised a Barghast named Professional. I told you you'd all leveled up, and that was the end of the book. However, that was a bit of a case of premature book evacuation because you don't finish the book till you leave Thistletop. So would you like to leave Thistletop, gentlemen?
Should we leave Thistletop?
I think that's the plan.
So the only thing I need...
I had an idea.
Well, I'm going to lift the screen a little bit, and I'm going to tell you that there's literally nothing left for you here. You've done everything you could do.
Yeah.
Every room's been explored. You've had all the loot.
Yeah.
Are you sure there's just not one more door?
Which token actually was Dastor?
It'd be the one in the room, mate. It'd be that one that you're moving now, yeah.
I thought maybe Dastor had just like fucked off on his own merry mission.
But there's a lot of you around. I don't know if that's a
just over
a statement about who Dastor is. If he gets himself around a lot, but that's up to you, I suppose.
That's Dastor.
I found something out today. I saw an article. If you ever somebody ever asks you to look at something called Blowfly Girl, stay away. Stay away. You don't want to know. You really don't want to know.
Sounds ominous, to be fair.
Yeah, and you're trusting. You don't want to know.
It's now where we're all googling Blowfly Girl.
You now know we all want to know. Can you give us the clean version?
Well,
Can you describe it so we don't have to...
It's a story on Reddit that apparently loads of people thought was fake, but then it was confirmed it wasn't. Yeah.
You're leaving too much to my imagination, Mark.
Mark, is it... Well, this is the Reddit subreddit, yeah? It's in something called Awful Everything, so that's a bad start. But is it Blowfly Girl, the maggot story?
Yes, that's it.
And I've heard all I need to hear on that subject.
I told you
not going to lie to you.
There's also one called Tub Girl, which I recommend staying away from. Again, I didn't see it, but I heard a video talking about things you really... It was a video on YouTube talking about things you really don't want to see and why you really don't want to see them. Yeah, Tub Girl's one of them.
The first comment on Reddit is... The first comment is, "This is the single worst piece of media I've ever consumed in my entire life."
Okay, so...
Anyway, sorry, yes, that's my fault.
Before we leave Thistletop, what I need from you is a knowledge engineering check to see if you can rig something up to assist you in the movement of this massive brass helm.
Let's have a look.
Just to see if it's going to how much it's going to slow you down on your return.
Do we need a tick in the knowledge engineering to be able to do it?
You need a level in it to assist.
A level in it.
You can put levels in knowledge skills that aren't ticked. You just don't get the bonus.
I've got a good
one. You have to be trained in them in order to use them, I believe.
If you're proficient in it but haven't put a level into it, can you do it?
Nope, need the rank.
So mine's got like a total of 2.
But have you got a rank
for it? No.
I believe. I'll just check, but I'm pretty sure you need to have a rank in it in order to use it.
I've just made the roll. I've just made a roll there. I don't know if it was good enough. 16 plus whatever my thing is, which I do have a plus.
You've just got 25, Mark.
Yeah, so it's plus 9.
I don't think that's going to be good enough, Mark.
Try harder.
Sorry. I have got the skill with a rank in it as well, so I thought.
Yep.
Cool.
Just.
Yep. Yeah, so to be trained in it, you have to have a rank in it.
I have.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's just trying to say. I know. I'm aware that. Does anybody else? Well, I mean, that's a pretty good knowledge engineering, anyway. Not say you can rig something up so you're unhindered, but obviously the load will have to be poor between multiple of you. But you can rig something up that helps you shift it so you can get back to a standpoint unencumbered.
Shuttled, lad, shuttled.
So it's 3 days travel back. Standpoint, I believe.
So, yes, decide what's better.
And yeah, the journey back goes on without incident.
Nice.
So I will take you back to the map standpoint.
So,
Is this place?
I actually think the last session you might have played in was the last session that you were here, in fact, Lars. I think you left. But this was
What happened to that
the
little
last session
half orc? The one that I was really racist to.
Oh, that was we left him. We left him ages ago in the. We didn't molest him or anything.
So, as far as you know,
well, yeah, all I can vouch for is I didn't molest him. I don't know if anybody else passed top of notes saying off to molest the half.
No, because I was very pro the half orc.
Sam,
there was more than one half
play
orc for the record.
It was the one
Sam,
we had
did you play
dealings
Dastor?
with.
I would have expected you to. Did you play him racistly?
Amazingly well, and max damage on everything that I hit.
Absolutely not. He's lying to you.
I meant more just to discriminate against anyone that wasn't dwarf.
No, I forgot, mate. I had a lot on my plate.
Sorry, mate.
I think didn't we? Because it was Garrock, wasn't it? The half orc. Didn't we get mayor, or didn't we tell either the Hemlock or Deverin, the mayor, that they would be good allies to sort of look after the northern borders of this?
Yeah, you discuss it with Hemlock, and he was already friendly with them, which wasn't common knowledge.
Yeah.
And he agreed with you, but yeah.
Same characters as well, right? Nobody died.
Oh no, we've all
nobody's
still rocking and rolling.
Wait for that.
Hello.
Small girls are right.
Quickly roll a 4th level character.
What's it equal? Yeah.
I ate it. I thought it was a piece of cheese. Sorry.
Lars, have you had a location change?
Oh, at my house. Weirdly, I straight away thought he was talking about work, and I thought I've been off for 4 weeks. Has he told me I've moved station? No, I'm in the
attic, aren't you?
conservatoire now. This is what having a baby will do to you. I've been banished to the furthest corner of the house away from his bedroom, so I don't wake him up when I'm screaming playing Helldivers.
Yeah, I believe Helldivers is really good. I've not seen a bad review of it.
Oh, really good, yeah.
That's saying something.
Is it?
And the thing is, I'm not generally. I'm just screaming liberty all the time and democracy.
Has it made you want to watch Starship Troopers again?
Yeah. Only the first one, though.
Yeah, the first one's ace.
Is it time for us to play the Mark game, Mark, real quick?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I will go and, see you in a moment.
So, quick overview for Dave. Do you want to give a quick, because you give a better overview of it than me? Do you want to give a quick overview of the Mark game for anyone that may be watching at the moment?
Okay, I can try, but I'm aware of the fact that my daughter might be nearby. So this is the game to prove that Mark is the most random human being on the planet. When he disappears, he's going to say a series of words, normally 2 words, do something to something, and they're all always randomly generated in his head. If we get it right, the Dungeon Master has to give us a free magic item. If anyone comments and you get it right, the Dungeon Master has to give us a free magic item.
Okay. So do we have words, gents?
I'm going to go with spatchcock.
Spatchcock. Okay.
I'm going to play the odds and go with liberate. Thinking Lars might have sowed something there.
I go with a whole. Can I
think
go
it
with a
worked.
whole phrase of spin the colander?
Spin the colander.
Verb and noun.
Okay. I'll allow it, but you've got to get the whole phrase. So if you only get one word, moot. So you're not really playing the
I
odds.
think
there.
you're muted, mate.
Am I muted?
No.
No.
Jake.
Oh, Jake.
I
Sorry.
can't hear
Jake.
Jake there. I think he's talking.
Jake,
My
you need
word
to
of
move your mic.
choice. My word of choice is
Yeah, you
Simeon.
are.
Quiet
Is
as a
what,
mouse.
sorry?
Simeon.
Simeon.
Someone's been reading.
Martin's on. Hello, Bish. Martin's going
Hello,
for displace.
Ooh.
And Lewis is missing
Hello,
your
Martin.
nose breathing, Lars. I've not noticed it yet. I'll be honest with you.
I'm on
Cheese.
a new
Lewis has gone
tablet.
for
and
cheese.
Just beat Martin real quick before he gets back. Too late. Just text. Can you text it to me, mate? I'll,
Yeah.
Ow.
Okay.
Oh, there's stuff everywhere.
So, you approach the north gate as you've been following the Lost Coast Road back to the city, to which you find the gate kind of manned and closed. But the guards
All right,
on your approach will recognise you and open the gates. So, where do you want to go?
Massive helmet.
Yeah.
I'm
Is there
sorry.
much-
I had to say it. I had to get that one out with the
Massive helmet. It's you.
Aggressive helmet.
I have a massive helmet.
Look at it shine.
I feel better.
Is there some way on approach we could all be sat in the massive helmet tobogganing down a hill to rest gently, just creaking backwards and forwards as we arrive at the gate?
I don't think it's big enough for all of you, but I'd let one or two of you do it, sure.
What about if we use the Eidolon to pull it like a sledge?
Oh yeah.
Jake knows.
It's been done.
So what time of day is it? Tell me, is there much of the day left?
Tell you what, let's roll. No, roll me a survival check. Group survival check. So everyone roll a survival check. Who selects someone to be the main, which I think will probably be Minato, which I think is the highest. And then if if you exceed DC 25, I'll let you tell me what time of day you turn up at the city. So you've
See if I
got
can help.
2 assists. It's usually, I think it's in alphabetical order on Roll20, Lars, if that helps you at all.
I haven't got any levels in it.
Because if I can still do it even though if it's unticked.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can do it if unticked. The survival you can roll without levels in it. It's only the knowledge skills.
It's
if
knowledge
you
skills,
was.
Jake.
Oh,
Because you have
okay,
to
that's still
justify
rolling.
the whole why you've got knowledge in that sort of field.
Okay, so
But I've
does
rolled.
Minato with an additional +4, mate.
Who's rolling Minato?
Probably me.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
I thought you were doing
But they're
this.
waiting for the roll. I haven't given Sam access to the character sheet, so that +4. 21. So you don't get to dictate to me what time of day it is, so I'm going to roll the dice. 24. So it's 8 in the morning. So you camped outside the town at night, and then you've approached first thing in the morning.
Okay, sound. I suppose Hemlock's the obvious one to go for. So sheriff over mayor for me.
Okay. Is that the group consensus?
Yep, sounds good. I've got a different picture and it's wicked. I don't know if did you change that, Tom? It's not the one I did, but it's superb. It looks exactly like I imagined.
So I need to hang on. Someone been drawing on the map again.
No, you mean your character?
If they have, it wasn't me. Yeah,
Your character picture, Mark.
yeah.
do that if
The
you
one
want.
that you download, that you have to download and then upload and fuck about. I don't remember doing the one I've got, but it's good. It's absolutely wicked. So I'm chuffed to bits. It's not. I've still got the old one that I downloaded, but that one's
I'm not seeing
better.
one for you at all, mate. Actually,
Yeah,
and I've got in your bio. There isn't one.
it's a sort of black robed
Oh,
fella
with
with
the token.
his arm out and skulls. It's like yeah, have some of that.
Okay, so, and somebody has in the meantime drawn a penis.
Lewis is
See a
near.
couple of penises on there.
It's Jake because Jake's giggling to himself already.
There's always one. It's
Somebody
nearly
said
always
the word
me.
penis.
Okay, so the last you knew, Hemlock was out of town, but
Oh yeah, he
there's
was.
another
Wasn't
one there.
he? How to spell?
How to spell poo poo?
PWO.
No.
Thanks, Tess.
Test. You know what? Yes, is in French.
Mark's saying, do you know what yes is French? You do?
It's
You know what
oui,
yes
oui.
is in French?
Oui.
It's oui. Oui. Right, thanks for that, Mark. I'll be back in a minute. Oui.
It's a good one though, because that's going to be her thing at school all the time now.
But they shouldn't bollock her for it because she is
It's
practicing
true.
another
Let's
language.
learn it.
Yep. Play Pathfinder and badly influence your children.
I have to badly.
I don't think that's the game. I think that's the group of people. I don't think the game
I
got
dunno.
anything to do with it.
What kind of wild accusations are these? We are all very sensible individuals.
Professional
Guys,
adults.
Guys, I've just searched funny words in foreign languages, and the first one, it's weird in their language, but then it's also weird the meaning. So in German, Kummerspeck, Kummerspeck means grief bacon in English. Who's saying I've got grief bacon?
Well, there you are then. So when I used to drive back from Germany, I used to cross the border into the Netherlands, and so we used to get tax-free fuel out in Germany. The last petrol station I could get tax-free fuel from in Germany was outside of a town called Wankum, which was spelt Wankum. So of course we didn't call it the right way; we called it the wrong way.
Of course you do. It'd be ridiculous not to when you presented with something like that. But there's a place near Hull called Wet Wank, which I think is pretty damn good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Trust the Northern.
England's got loads on it of like old ones where it's just like piss lane and stuff like that.
Got a bell end.
Well, the other thing is, if you have a dry one, it hurts.
Yeah. Oh, something else not to look up, Mr. Hands, as in hands. Don't look up Mr. Hands.
If you don't want us to look them up, Mark, don't tell us
Mr.
about
Hank.
them.
Yeah, that is a video. Obviously I didn't watch it. I was in work, and I wouldn't have watched it.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before.
You don't want to watch it.
Not
I've
for
heard
me.
what happens in it. I don't want to watch it.
I've potentially thought of a new game. You know, because now Tess's bedtime's at 8:30. When we play Pathfinder, I nip off at 8:30 and see how long it takes for me to tell Mark off when I get back.
What's the prize, Dave? I'm a gambling man.
We can only have one game with 3 magic items, guys. So, yeah, you know that Hemlock was away. He'd gone to Magnamar to try and talk them into giving him some extra reinforcements. However,
That must have been a couple of days
somebody
ago.
can roll me. Yeah, because you've been gone now probably a good week yourselves, probably a little bit longer than that, realistically. Week and a half. So, 'cause I think it took you 3 or 4 days each way, and then you were in this top for a day or two.
Yeah, so we at least had one long rest, didn't we? Sure we
Yeah.
did.
So, if you want to give me a knowledge geography, or I'll give you a higher DC on a knowledge local.
Oh, that's rubbish.
Has anyone got geography?
Yeah, I have. It's rubbish. I've just
You got a
rolled
rank in it?
I have.
I feel like you're the only one with
I've got
geography.
neither.
I've got
We'll
a
do a
knowledge local
local.
with a rank in it.
Oh yeah, so all right, Jake.
Yeah, and I've
What
only
did I
rolled
get?
15. I don't know if that's going to be good enough. Imagine, knowledge local 18, but that's going to be harder. Oh, I reckon 20. Yeah, we should know it, whatever it is. I reckon, unless it's ludicrously obscure.
So, if you were on horseback, because obviously you guys were on foot, not on horseback, you think you probably could have made it there in a day and a half, 2 days with a good horse. So there's potential that he'd be back.
Yeah.
So it's up to you. And to be
Yeah.
fair, the buildings are opposite. Yeah. So I believe the buildings are opposite each other as well. So
Yeah, we'll check him out first. I mean,
Yeah, as well.
okay, so you head to the Sandpoint Garrison. Yes, you arrive. You still carrying the massive Helm of Doom?
Yeah, damn right.
Or did you want to drop that off at the inn first?
park it up.
Shall we just take it to the blacksmiths and say, look, we've got the most brass you're ever going to need ever, and try and sell
No,
it to
Mark. We walk in and go, look at the size of my helmet.
Okay, obviously, after we've said that.
Well, I think you've just piled all of your loot in the helmet, and it's just an overflowing helmet of gold and trinket.
No, I don't even think the helmet's big enough for that.
Okay, yeah, so
my helmet's inadequate. I don't enjoy that.
you head over to the garrison, and you find that Hemlock has indeed returned and is in his office and has been informed of your arrival by the guard on the gate, and you were invited to go up to his office.
Right, shall we just go and give him a debriefing type thing?
Yeah, go and knock on.
Yeah, so he'll invite you in. You'll get offered a cup of coffee yet again.
Yeah.
By his assistant. Whom last
No.
time, as I recall, you upset by refusing the coffee because you wanted tea.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was a knob as well.
Water. Just drink boiling water, got tea back.
Looking at the
So
door.
yeah, I mean, is it just is there anything specific you want to say to Hammerlock, or
We're reporting in, aren't we?
Yeah, we'll give him the rundown on what we found, did, etc.
Yeah, and obviously he takes it very appreciatively. So he'll, your services to the city are greatly appreciated. Obviously, you were prior to heading out to this top were compensated by the town for your endeavours. Because Kendrick did pay you up front to go.
Yeah.
There was discussion of the acquisition of the house up on Chopper's Isle.
Oh, yes, I remember.
I do regret to inform you that we have other purposes for that house.
Yeah.
However, we have requisitioned you for your use, but not your ownership. We were fortunate enough a number of years ago, a follower of Desna passed with no family and left us a townhouse. which is yours for use for life. But upon all of your deaths will return to the town of Santa.
Right, that's awesome. Saves us some info. Come on, Gil, come. What's that?
And that is over on let's pick a house. It's I should have picked this beforehand, really. Downtangle for Ali.
We haven't got street names on our map.
Did they not come up? Oh, that's a shame. So around there.
Cool, tidy.
That alley there is Tangle for Ali.
Which
Wicked.
alley? Sorry, I'm zoomed too far in.
Oosh.
Okay.
Yeah, I keep doing.
They're pretty much in the centre of town.
I was going to say it's very central, isn't it?
It is. It is, but also secluded in our own little
Very,
cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
It's
It's a little bit kind of
estate.
Oliver Twist-esque.
Well, Minato's going to turn into the local Fagin. Can we? Are we? Oh no, that helmet was worth absolute ton, wasn't it? I was going to say we could hang it outside like some kind of.
It's worth $3,000.
Yeah, no, they sell it.
Yeah.
Also
After we've
of
made
note-
a lot of jokes about how big our helmets are.
X15221 is on. Hello, long time no see.
Hello, X5.
Hello.
One of our American watchers, isn't it?
I think so.
Believe so, yeah.
He's watched for ages.
Ah, bitey cat. Stop it.
Where are you from, good friend? I don't know why I'm writing that and saying it at the same time, just in case you can understand us.
Is that Josh as well?
Josh watching on?
He's a Yorkshire lad. He's one
Oh,
of your
yeah,
lot,
I've
Mark.
got Mudwoods, mate.
Oh,
Right. Oh. I come from a place that
He
people
said
have only
it out
heard
loud.
of because of paedophilery. Wicked. What's your town famous for, paedophiles?
It's better than Ilkeston. What's your town famous for? Racism.
Also of
Well,
note,
actually, I don't know, actually.
one Aldo and Foxglove regrets that he can't fulfill his promise to take on a boar hunt as business has drawn him back to Magnamar. However, he's left this and he drops a sack, which sounds like it's filled with coins, like a pouch filled with coins on the desk, as a complementary replacement.
Is there
What?
anywhere?
because we lost the
You
house.
might
that we
not remember
wanted.
this. No. So, if you recall, Aldo and Foxglove, the man that you saved by the gates,
Yeah.
in the first combat, he'd invited you out on a boar hunt once everything had settled down. However, he's had to been drawn away by business, and so has left you a pouch of money as a compensatory.
How much
Here's a
money?
pouch of monies, which I'm not going to give to you.
300 gold pieces.
I'll add it to the pot.
Awesome.
Is there anywhere we can go to score things like healing potions and
So,
possibly magic items?
Hemlock, just obviously, he's very grateful for his service. Thanks very much. You'll always have a place in this town. He's very, very grateful. But so I'm sure you'll want to kind of go to your house and rest. So please take your time, rest up,
Oh, yes.
and we'll talk again more. Hopefully, if trouble should arise again, I'll be able to lean upon your
Yeah,
services.
you know where we
For a
are.
free,
You
of
know where
course.
we'll be. Ooh.
And kind of let you go
Will
on.
we down Diagon Alley?
Yeah.
Yeah, gives you the key to your house. So, yeah, basically the score is now is you've kind of got two-ish weeks of downtime, which is enough time to if you want certain stuff, you can order it from Magmar if you can't get it in town. So this is the time where your party treasurer speaks up, tells you how much money you've got. I've got the magic item page bookmarked.
Have you got plate armor, Dave?
I've got banded +1. What I
Payment
would,
plate.
I think so. If not similar, I'm after a shield.
Wait, what?
I'm after well, I've got a masterwork shield, so I'm after something happening, something funky and fancy happening to my shield.
Turning itself into a chicken at a very inopportune moment. That's something you
Can you
wouldn't
imagine? Can you imagine a massive
So-
chicken head projecting from the front of your ship?
want. Especially when it went, "Ah!" You just
Can I
poo.
have +10 on my intimidation check?
Sam, the bank manager, doesn't look too excited about letting us know what we've got.
Well, so cold hard cash. We have 19 platinum pieces, 1,756 gold pieces, 3,503 silver pieces, and 2 copper pieces. Now that's just cash. We've got the helmet, which to a buyer is worth, the correct buyer is worth 3 grand.
You've got the
We
potential
have
again.
a ridiculous amount, well, that's a bit of an exaggeration, of magical weapons, masterwork weapons, and other items. I mean, like we've got a fine silk gown that's worth 60, an earring that's worth 50. We've got 40 precious stones at a 10 a piece. That's another 400. 60 candles worth 25 gold pieces each. So that's whatever that works out at. That's probably another grand and a half or something. We've got a silver coffer worth 100 gold pieces. So we've got quite a spread of stuff to
This is
sell
your
as well.
opportunity to sell it. Get it sold. Get it. Get your cash value for it. Or giving you the cash value, you can get that for it. Is what I'm saying. Your magic items.
We've got a bastard sword +1. We've got a breastplate +1.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got some masterwork bits, which I'm not really going to cover because I feel like we've gone through them. We've got +1 masterwork bastard sword.
That's got to be worth some.
But it's going to be worth some money if it's no good to anybody. We've got a leather pouch of 34 flawed malachites. Don't know how much they're worth.
Well,
We've got a +1 short sword.
Dastor would like
Malachite-
the earrings for personal use.
We've got a rusted kukri that's worth between 400 and 600 gold pieces. We've got a cougar pelt worth 150 gold pieces. I mean, we've got to be sat
would
on.
also like
I
that
reckon I can
cougar pelt.
comfortably say at least 6,000 or 7,000 gold pieces.
You'd not seen a kukri,
Sweet.
have you, Dave? Wasn't you? I was talking to about kukris.
Yeah, all of us, I
Yeah.
think, weren't you?
What is a kukri?
It's
Gurkha's
a
weapon.
knife, but it's. I was saying to Dave that if I could only have a knife as a weapon, that's the knife I would want to have.
Well, the Gurkhas use into that.
You could properly
Pretty
almost
meaty.
decapitate someone in a swing from one of them.
I'll chop a limb
Looking
off.
at it, that's brutal.
Yeah, they used them to such good effect against the British that we started when we won the war because we had guns. We asked if they wanted to join our army, and they, a fair few of them did and still do.
It's a massive honour now.
It is for them, yeah, and they
Yeah,
can
it's
support their
huge.
entire extended family on the salary, even though they pay them less than a British squaddy, which I think is criminal. But there you go.
I think they sorted that out, didn't they? I think didn't that actress? I can't think of her name.
Joanna Lumley did some
Lumley.
campaign.
Yeah, she did a lot, didn't she, for
Yeah.
the Gurkhas?
Apparently, somebody was. I can't remember what no, it was a documentary on YouTube. It was a fella saying because the Gurkhas are meant to be like the most polite, nice people, unless they're fighting you, in which case
Absolutely lovely.
So
And you know they
from
have.
Nepal.
Yeah, they're Nepalese. They
Are
have
they from
a
Nepal? Yeah, Nepal's like the happiest country on the planet.
0% dropout rate. So
Wow.
in the British Army, everyone that joins, there's an accepted percentage of dropout rate across the board because they expect to lose people. Gurkhas 0%.
they only get.
That's how big a deal
isn't
it
it?
is to them.
And they'll spend their entire teenage
Yeah.
years training to try and get in. It's
Mhm.
mental. But in the Falklands, there were some Gurkhas, boots on the ground in the Falklands, and when we'd won, we'd got the surrendered Argentine soldiers to keep them in line, apparently, because the Gurkhas would always smile politely at the Argentinians. And one of them said to the British, "Why do they always smile at them?" Because, they want to eat you. It's because they want to eat you. They just behave.
Have you got any idea where that bag of Malachites came from? I'll give you a price for it if I can find them, but I don't know where you got them from. Because you'd have given you a price at the time.
I do remember that we had some gems, but I can't for the life of me.
It was early on. I've got there's a golden holy symbol of Sarenrae. There's a jade necklace, a fine blue silk gown. It must have been early on because it's in my third list of items. So I must have missed the money on them.
I'm going to recharge a rhinoceros testicle. I'll return.
Charge
medicinal use.
the rhinoceros testicle. See, I feel like spin the colander now wasn't that far off what could come. I'm feeling confident about that.
That's the trick, though, Lars. He's a tease, mate.
He'll
keep you going.
Yeah, he's in my head.
I reckon he's got the Twitch stream on in the background on like his phone or something.
In another room.
Out, and he's sitting there watching us give all the words going.
Yeah.
You're very suspicious, Sam. You thought me and him were in conjunction for years. I don't know.
You know, mate. Strahd.
Oh, okay. Blame Strahd again.
Strahd syndrome.
There we go.
It's a thing.
I used to be a really trusting bloke, Dave, and then I met you.
You know, I used to have the impression hags in D&D weren't that bad.
And then you got raped by one.
Right, I can't find a price from right now.
That's right.
3,000.
Typical specimen. Typical specimen has a base value of 10 gold pieces.
That sounds about right, Tom. So if it's
but
34
that's from the
Malachite,
Forgotten Realms wiki, so that's a D&D thing, not a Pathfinder
it's going to
thing.
be similar, though, isn't it?
But we'll go with that
because
I can't.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, lads, but
We like living
I do
life
give
on
you the
the
prices
edge.
for a reason.
So if
Yeah,
anybody's got any issues with that.
Live fast, die young. That's our motto.
But we also did get, and I don't think anyone took it, a silver disc medallion on a leather cord inscribed with Sahedron, and it's a +1 resistance.
It's a shape. So. Sorry.
And once per day, you can cast False Life on the wearer, which preserves a dead body.
Do you not take that, Dave?
Silver medallion, leather cords. No.
Or is yours the amulet of natural armor?
Yeah, you're the tank.
Yeah, Dave's got the natural armor.
Oh.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, jade amulet, natural armor.
So I think weapons and armor, if they're no good to anybody, I think they're automatic cells.
Yep.
Well, if nobody wants that pendant, that medallion, I'll certainly.
Well, I was putting that one aside. I was thinking specifically weapons and armor before we get on to sort of those sort of magic items.
We haven't got a magic crossbow, have we?
half the cost to make, Sam, is the answer to that. So, cost of the item, Masterworks 100 gold pieces, and then a +1 enchantment, which I'll try and find the price for you new.
Sorry, I don't understand what you're telling me there, Tom.
So you can sell magic items for half of their creation value.
Right.
I think it's half.
Unless anyone uses a scimitar, we've got a Masterwork one of them that can be magically imbued. We've got a Masterwork dog slicer, Masterwork breastplate, but it's small, so it'll be no good to anybody.
Yeah.
I think most of unless you want a +1 Masterwork bastard sword.
Dave can't use it, and he was the only one of us that had any chance of using it.
Bastard swords, you have to invest feats into to use them because they're an exotic weapon. So I would just sell it.
And then there's a +1 breastplate as well, which I don't think was any good to you, was it, Dave?
No, I've got the banded. Oh, that's what I meant to check.
+1 bandage.
What about you, Lars? Would a +1 breastplate be any good for Dastor?
It's an armor bonus for a breastplate. Because you've already
Scale
got
armor on.
Breastplate still is it still medium? I think it is still medium, isn't it? Or does that not work? Does it not work like that in Pathfinder?
So a breastplate
Yeah, it does.
is an armor bonus of 6, so +1 would be armor bonus of 7. What
And
have
you've
you
got
got?
what?
Armor. Tom, I X15221 asked what is it you're looking for that you can't find? I think he might know.
I'm just looking for the cost
Also,
of a +1 enchantment.
X15221. Have you got an easier name?
What we call you, Jeff?
Lars, what armor have you got?
I've got scale armor, mate.
So it's the breastplate
Scale mail.
base is 1 better than scale, and it's +1, so it'd be
So you gain
+7.
a
So
plus
that's worth
2 to your armor, and no changes in the penalties.
correct. So that +1 breastplate is probably for you, Lars.
Sweet.
So I'll take that off my list then. If you're going to take that, I'm assuming you're going to throw your standard chainmail, your standard scale mail into the pot, yeah?
Yeah, that's worth 50, Sam.
Yeah. Can you just tell me what I'm searching for again so I can get the stats?
Breastplate.
What was it?
Yeah, so so
Breastplate.
your scale mail, just change that to breastplate, and then change the armor bonus to 7 because it's +1 breastplate.
So call it breastplate.
Is that
plus
all that's
1.
different on it?
Yeah, you gain a +2 AC, mate.
For nothing.
That's better than
Sweet.
the old love spuds. Most things are.
So yeah, it's a scale mail you can take off me. And Dastor is going to strip nude in front of everybody in the street and give it to you.
Nice.
Okay, so the +1 bastard sword, Sam.
Oh.
The ability
I've got 2 of them.
bonus. Yeah, so +1 weapon. That enchantment is 1,000 gold pieces for a +1. So it's the enhancement times by 1,000.
Wow.
Yeah. Then there's cost of the masterwork, which I believe is 100 gold pieces for masterwork items, and then the base cost of the item.
So it'd be 1,000.
And then
So it's half, isn't it?
yeah, and then you half it, half total for your sale value, and that's without diplomacy check, so you can get a better price. So that's
Can
base,
you transfer the
flawed?
No, I don't think so. You can upgrade.
Yeah.
But you can't. I don't think you can transfer.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm wrong. It's not. It's bonus. I'm sorry, I read the wrong thing on the chart. It's 2,000 gold pieces for +1.
Wow. Okay. So 2,000 plus 100.
This chart, Dave, is on page 550. If you want to have a quick look yourself. No, you've got the book in front of you.
X has replied to you on Twitch as well about the flawed Malachite.
Azzy, what price is he giving for me? No, I haven't got Twitch up at the minute.
Sausages.
It's got 1 gold P. Got
1 gold piece per. Yeah, so they're not 10 or 1.
So 30. Yeah, not that worth that much then.
34.
Bastard sword. Where's the bastard sword?
Where's the bastard sword?
I know. I realised how that came across then.
There's a bastard file as well. I can remember being amused by it at school when the metalwork teacher told us. 7-inch bastard file.
Dastor wants to know if the rest of the party would like to play tea roulette because he's still carrying 1 cobbleweed tea amongst his batch of 126 tea bags.
Yeah.
Could make our first encounter quite spicy with one of us drugged.
We've got 2 weeks downtime, so if we're going to get smashed, now is the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's purposefully drink the drugged one and have a really, really boss chilled evening.
Just go into the shop just buying shit we don't need.
So Tom, am I right in thinking everything's at 50% value?
As base, yeah, but I would let you roll the diplomacy check to try and get a little bit more.
Okay.
Dastor costs 35 base, Sam. So you're looking for it.
Yeah, I've already done it, mate.
Yeah, you got the scimitar
So
as well.
each one of them +1 sword sells for 1,067 gold pieces.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Unreal. To be fair, X just said the Bastard Sword is an impressive value. Also, Lewis says he's owed some catnip mouse, remember?
Yeah, so I've got some requests from Lewis. He wants a new dagger, some throwing stars, and a catnip mouse. Whether you choose to allow him to do that or not is up to you guys.
No, I don't. I certainly don't mind. I can't imagine a catnip mouse.
Just the mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have we not got a dagger in our?
I was going to say,
Pile.
hasn't he got a few?
He's
daggers?
got a cold iron returning dagger, but it's not +1. Technically.
Well, if there's a +1 dagger in our hall, then we'll pass
There
it
isn't.
back. Oh,
Can we enchant that to make it +1 because it's cold steel? Is that similar to Masterwork?
Yeah, because it has to be masterwork to take on an enchantment.
Ah.
So it's the bonus you want to give it times 2,000 gold pieces to do it.
So we can do it.
Yep.
I don't mind spending.
Makes sense to me for his main attack, returning dagger.
Oh, we should have enough to get your shield enchanted as well, Dave.
Yeah, that's
So-
1,000 gold pieces, Dave.
Just 1,000 for a
enchant your
+1
masterwork
shield.
shield. To enchant the one you've got, yeah, because you've got a masterwork already.
Yeah, have we got Mr. Treasurer? Have we got 1,000? I can.
Well, hang on. So the rest of the weapons are we just going to sell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing
we don't
else I've
need 'em.
mentioned anyone's interested in.
I don't know what weapon proficiencies I've actually got, to be
Probably
honest.
simple.
Very, very few, Mark. Is just
Yeah,
the simple
that's
answer.
the norm for a mage type character.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're not going to be any use to me.
Are we going to negotiate on prices?
Might as well.
So
Somebody with charisma. So really not me.
So I'll allow. I'm assuming you're probably selling most of this to the armorer in Sandpoint, who you already have a pretty good relationship with.
Absolutely. Makes sense.
I think actually you've still got some store credit left. I can't remember how much it was. I'm pretty sure you guys made a note of it. I probably
Well,
have a
we'll
note
get
of it
some
somewhere.
throwing stars. If we've got enough, we'll get the throwing stars.
Adam's got pretty good charisma, even though he's an absolute weirdo.
Dastor can appraise stuff as well, to be fair, because he's a greedy dwarf, isn't he?
They've been making use of that while you've been away, mate. Pathfinder.
Just to be sure, you mentioned the fine ranseur, didn't you?
The what? Sorry.
Fine ranseur. 200 to 600
Fine
gold off. We found it early on.
Yeah, we did. It was wasn't it in the hand of a statue?
Yeah.
The rusted kukri. Was that the
No.
kukri?
No, we've got a fine ranseur. We've got some silver dust, gold dust. I have my old heavy shield, my 4 mirror armor, and a masterwork short bow to sell as well.
I haven't. All that stuff you've just mentioned, I haven't got note of.
Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing that's why it's in mine.
You've got a price range. You can give that to Dastor to appraise to get you a get your price on
I'm
it.
just pricing stuff up now because I've got quite a few weapons that I've got to figure out the prices on.
Okay.
So I'm trying to do as quickly as I can.
Yeah. Do you want to give me an appraise check, Lars, on that fine ranseur? Because it was Dave's got a
And
price
quickly,
range, not
you
an
know,
actual
because I've got the. I've got the greed feat, which gives me +2 racial bonus, but then on my appraise, it doesn't show it.
So if you add a 2 into
In manual.
the misc column of appraise.
Sweet. I'll throw that bad boy out now.
Okay. Not very good. I'd say that's you can get 3.
It was -1.
You not got any ranks in appraise, no?
No.
Strangely, I do. I don't know why.
But it's handy skill.
Okay,
Yes, you know which stuff's worth. So
I get a -2 to diplomacy though. I don't want to be doing any of that.
so yeah, we'll call the round short 300 gold for a 10.
Okay.
So
are you all right sticking that in the kitty then, mate?
Just bear with me, mate, because I'm running multiple numbers through my head.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to add that to mine then for me.
If that's all right, mate.
Yeah. Masterwork short bow, 4 mirror armor, and heavy shield. Just got to work that out. I'm going to be buying an arrow and quivers if that's just cost, Tom, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no worries. So your short bow, base cost of short bow is 30 gold pieces. Masterwork's 100, and then half it for the sale value.
Base costs 30. Did you say?
Yeah, and then Masterwork's
130. Okay, cool. 60.
The halved is 65.
4 mirror armor.
Mirror
It was the
armor.
cheapest armor.
Costs 125 gold pieces.
Okay, so half of that to sell it back.
Yep.
And heavy shield. Let me just do that. Half of that to sell heavy shield. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's nothing. That's
Then your quiver, your 20 arrows cost you a gold piece.
Cool.
Oh, Dave, I wouldn't bother buying arrows. A, I've got some on my character sheet. B, I can make them for half the price.
Oh, okay. Righto.
I've got crafting skills, so I can do them for 5 silver. If I've not got loads of, because I'm seeing quivers of arrows in my list.
Right.
Quiver.
So just bear with on the arrows, dude. Oh, bloody hell, another master.
So yeah, as I said, don't know if we're doing too much dice rolling and diceinanger in this. I think this is going to be kind of party management for equipment.
Yeah.
Well,
so which I do apologise about, but it does need to be done, and we all need to be for it. So.
And it's kind of fun in its own way.
But once we know how much we've got, then we can start getting silly with it, can't we?
Yeah.
Right.
100%.
I think.
Do you have any damaged stuff they need fixing?
No, I don't think so, Lars. I think we were good.
I think you are. Although, yeah, so something to note is that Lars can cast mending for free a certain amount of times a day that I can't quite. I think it's 4 times a day. I think it's your. I can't remember. No, it's 7. I'm lying. It's 7 because it's 3 plus your.
So, are we going to negotiate for a better price?
Might as well try. It's not to lose, is it?
Yeah, so it's just. I assume you're going to go and sell it at the local. Okay.
Who's got good diplomacy?
Not I.
I don't think I've got it.
It'll be Saba's armory.
I've got pretty good charisma. See, I haven't got across like a rank in it, and I haven't got a star next to it.
You can still roll it. You can still
I've got
roll
4.
it. You can roll it in trend.
Knowledge, you can't.
I might be your best
It's
bet.
not a knowledge skill.
You are
Do
Huckleberry.
it, Dave, if yours is better.
Your Huckleberry. Oh, I've rolled a 2 for a 7.
That's
It was
pretty
plus
awesome.
5. You know.
Yeah. So you're kind of trying to sweet talk Sava, but what she basically says to you is you've already got store credit with me, which you haven't used all of. I can't remember how much of it you've got left. I'm trying to find my note on it, but I can't find it.
Sweaty rap.
Did we get
But you-
Saviour of some point bonus on everything? Didn't you sort of reduce everything by a little wedge?
Yeah, and she I think she sells you at like a 10 or 20% discount as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but buying, because obviously the thing is she's still a business, she's still gonna make money. Do you know what I mean? So unfortunately you didn't roll well enough to get more money out of her, I'm afraid.
Who else needs what then? So, what do you do,
I
Is there
Jay?
am
anywhere to,
going to
like,
give you
buy-
the total.
Is there anywhere to like go and actually buy like magic items? Because I know obviously we've been in the armory buying like weapons, swords, shields, etc. But like, is there anywhere to actually go and acquire?
So your downtime will be sufficient enough to mail order something from Magnamar. It's close enough. So anything you
Okay.
want, you can get.
Is there
Not
anything on
usually, but
a particular list though? Like,
I've got some suggestive stuff in the back of my book. So there's belts of giant strength. So I did have some.
Yes, please.
I'd like it. If possible, I'd like some braces of defence.
Right, bear with me.
That
I
used
had
to be a
some
D&D
pieces
thing.
marked. I think I've lost off.
There is similar, Mark.
Yeah.
So there's items that'll increase your strength, all of your stats basically. I believe the +2 versions will give you a 1 increase on your modifier at 2,000 gold pieces each. But let me just look. Yeah, it is this one. Okay, so
Dastor just wants an undetectable extension charm to his tea bag holder. So he
yes,
can carry unlimited bags of tea.
so a belt of giant strength, which will give you a +2 modifier, will cost you 4,000 gold pieces. Belt of incredible dex, same thing, +2, 4,000 gold pieces, and a +2 con. Mighty Constitution is 4,000 gold pieces. Headbands
Braces
that
of
do
defence.
your
Sausages.
that will do your mental stats. That's not it. Are also 4,000. So they're all the same. 4,000 gold pieces for a +2 to your stat. Bag of holding. You're interested in one of them. Bag of holding type 1. Will take £250 worth of stuff. It's 2,500 gold pieces. Is anything specific you're all looking for, or are you just looking at options?
That's what I'm after. And
Braces of armor.
Cheesecake.
Braces of armor for a +1 is 1,000 gold pieces.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind them.
For a +2 of 4,000 gold pieces,
Yeah.
so it does increase not.
Yeah.
Braces of archery lesser, 5,000 gold pieces, gives you a +1 competency bonus on attack rolls. +1 competence on attack rolls with the bow.
So the weapons and the items I've got prices for total 4,789. If we can get full price for the helmet, that's another 3. And then we've
Right.
got.
Let me just pull a calculator up and I'll give you a total then. So repeat that, Sam, for me.
So if we sell all the weapons, 4,789.
89, yeah.
We've got 1,756 in cash.
1,756 in cash.
If we get 3 for the helmet, that's another 3.
Okay, so somebody,
Be me.
anyone who feels like it, roll me a diplomacy check.
Yeah, that won't be me.
I've still got me
Be
plus
me.
5.
Do it, Dave. Do it.
Do it.
I'll allow
yeah,
one
August,
person to
do it.
assist.
That won't
Do
be
it,
me
August.
either.
I can assist.
I'll tell you what, Lars,
Don't
assist with an
brag about
appraise.
it this time, though, Dave, because that made you roll a 7.
So you can assist with an appraise check as well, Lars, because you know it's valuable. Oh, yeah, that's horrendous.
What did we get? Not great.
Let me help with
You
the
know
diplomacy.
what it
check.
is? It's because Lewis
Ah.
isn't here to soak up all the shit dice rolls. You know it's true, Lewis. You know it's true.
You have a choice.
Also, X said there's a magic item that's essentially it's a cigar holder, which whenever you open it has unlimited cigars. Do we have anyone who could cast magic on that that has unlimited tea bags?
So there is a feat you can take for magic item creating, which might be worth someone investing in because that cuts the price of this in half.
To be fair, Lars, if you just ask any of the party
Definitely
really
somebody should do
nicely,
that.
you'll get something
If
of
you get me the
infinite
name of
teabagging.
that item, I'll let you buy a custom one for tea bags, but it'll be at the same cost. So-
X, what's the item called? Is it just? So hopefully it's simple, like cigar holder. He's looking for it now. He said, "Hold on."
Okay. So I'll
Buy
give
me
you a
dinner
choice with the helmet.
I'll outmaneuver an anthill, I think. Whilst ow.
Maneuver. So you can either take 2,000 gold for it now, or you can hold on to it and someone like you'll have a broker in Magnamar that's trying to find you someone who's interested in the historical value of it because you know it's worth more than what you've been offered.
How much is the offering us now?
2.
2,000.
Well, hang fire. Let's make sure everyone's got something. If everyone's got something, and we're $2,000 short of a really nice something that someone needs, then we'll just sell it now. Yeah.
Well, on top of all that, Tom, we've got 350 gold in silver, and then whatever 19 platinum pieces equates to. Is it 10 gold to a platinum?
Yeah, so 190.
Yeah, 19.
Yeah. Is that with all the items sold?
That's
anything
all,
that's going to cost?
all the weapons at 50%, and any items you've given me prices on at
You
50%.
can sell them for that. No. So if I give you a
Oh.
price, you can sell it for that price.
Well, hang
you
on
roll
then.
appraise checks. You roll appraise checks on them,
So
you know their sellable price.
So add another 150.
Yeah.
Add 34.
34. Yeah.
Add 30.
Yeah.
Add 25.
Yep. Pathfinder, the math session.
Add 200.
200.
Add 750. Add 50.
50. Add 50. Okay, so you're 8,324 gold. You're not poor.
It's not bad. Right, let me delete.
Remind me as well when we're doing diplomacy and skill checks to give people guidance and enhanced diplomacy as well, because I keep forgetting.
Nice, no worries.
Okay.
Did someone
So
take the
Lewis-
Ring of Force Shield? That was Lewis, wasn't it?
Yeah, we gave it to Lewis, didn't we?
Yeah, because that's $8,500 all by itself.
So, Lewis also says, I'm happy to try and nick stuff if you really want it. But he's not going to Magnamar, so he can't see your magic items.
Yeah.
If you just give me a second, Tom, I'll have that total off you again, if that's okay. I'm
Yeah,
just
that's fine.
deleting large things off this massive list of stuff I've got.
And you've got a potential for another $2,000, so you can push that up to 10,324.
Oh, I missed a bloody weapon.
What is it?
The Masterworks Scimitar.
Okay, so a scimitar. So the Masterworks 100, the spells 2,000. So we know it's going to be 2-1.
No, it's just Masterworks, not a +1.
Okay, so it's 100 plus.
It's only going to be about another 50 gold pieces, isn't it?
I really can't
sometimes
wait to cast
15.
some of my spells on people.
So 115 divided by 2. So round it up because I'm not going to quibble over 5 silver. So call that
57.
Yeah.
So what was the grand total?
So grand total's 8,381 gold.
And that's also, we've also still got, the rusted kukri worth 400 to 600 gold pieces. I think it was an ornamental handle or something.
It was a ruby, it was the value, but there was also some historical value on the kukri.
Yeah.
So roll me another diplomacy check. And Lars, you want to give your bonuses, mate?
Get some little
2.
bit of thingy.
+2, mate, is it?
It's a cantrip as well, so.
Yeah.
Just a quick question. What does the CL mean next to kind of like what a magic item is?
Caster level.
Right.
So it's the cast
Gold.
level in which the enchantment's been cast at.
So you can't use it unless you're at that level, like type thing.
No, it's just how. So if you're talking about your wands.
No, so there's one that's like I was just like nosing at magic items, and it's saying like CL8 level.
The enchantment on the weapon was cast by cast level 8.
Right, but I could still use it.
Yeah, so I think it comes into play with scrolls, but a wand, it's just a flat DC 20 UMD check to activate if it's a wand. If it's a magic item, if you can afford it, you can have it.
Probably not. It's very expensive.
Tom, also,
yeah.
Can I cast guidance and enhance diplomacy on somebody? Because guidance gives them a +1, and then enhance diplomacy.
Are they both concentration spells?
So it gives a +2. Let's check.
I would suggest so. Yeah, I would suggest so.
No.
I'll allow it for this because it's.
No wonder we get so much gold.
Oh, you can have the middle of the value for that roll. You can have the middle value of the item.
Everything's so expensive.
Of the dagger, so it was 4 to 6, wasn't it? So you can have it at 5. You can have 500 gold pieces for it.
So that's 8881.
Yeah.
Without the 2,000 for the potentially the 2,000 for the helmet.
Yeah.
Who hasn't had anything so far?
Me. So I've had a scroll and a wand with shocking grasp. They're the only things I've had.
Okay, so do you want your braces of armor then, or?
Yeah, I'll just get the cheap ones though. Don't want to. Yeah.
Do you want braces of armor, or do you want a belt of incredible dexterity? Belt of incredible dexterity will give you +2 dex.
That's 4,000 though, isn't it?
It's 4,000 gold though.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, how much have we got? 10 grand.
Well, 8 to hand, potentially 10 if we sell the helmet for less than.
Yeah, I'll just have the one for £1,000 then, please, if that's okay.
The braces of armor for 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wouldn't the dexterity do something good for you though, Mark? Does it not do range?
It would,
Increase-
yeah.
Ooh, you know what, Mark? Take it.
Right. Hang on. So there's a conversation you and I need to have about that, Mark.
Yeah.
I've let Lars do it because I've said so. Probably not a conversation I've had with you. I've had it with a few people. I ran book 1 with the gloves on, so I was being nice about it. Book 2, gloves are off.
Yeah, Dave told me
But
that actually. He said,
I've let
Punish us.
Yeah.
But what I've let Lars do, because his charisma was quite low when he built his character, I've let him switch one of his scores with his charisma to increase his charisma, knowing that it's important for him with his. So I will let you switch one of your scores with your decks if you want to. Don't have to. It's an open offer.
Put it this way,
Because
Mark.
I
Dastor is
should have
considerably more unintelligent.
because I should have advised you about this when character creation and I didn't, and that is on me. So
I'm gonna keep that.
I'll look up to it.
Keep it as it is. I think. I mean, it should have to be constitution or intelligence, and they're both.
The hit
Pretty-
points, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
enough.
Apparently,
Dastor and being the
Anyway.
dumb one of the group.
apparently,
Well,
Lars,
he's a teenager.
there's a sustaining spoon, cauldron of plenty, a bag of everlasting dung.
Oh, wicked! It's just what I've always wanted.
He did say it's not.
Dung.
He did say it's not food.
So,
Is
Do you
there-
remember?
is there
Me and Tom were talking about this yesterday. Do you remember? Do you remember interrogating the orcs and using frozen shit?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
All I'm going to say is, it's a good job. Lawful good paladin.
Shit dildo, I remember that now. It's one of
Lewis
the wrongest things you
Horrendous.
could possibly imagine.
Lewis has offered to steal gold back when we buy items because apparently his stealth and sleight of hand are ridiculous.
So, to be clear, the magic items you're postal ordering from Magnemar, so you will not be there to. But it's up to Lewis if he wants to go on a 2-week crime spree around Sandpoint, but that might have ramifications if he gets caught.
Yeah, no, we're trying to make friends here. I mean, I'm laissez-faire about most things, but we are trying to make friends here, aren't we? So, and they've just given us a house. Which...
Yeah, true.
Well,
Yeah,
loaning you a
that's true.
house until you
Here's a
die.
free house for stealing your gold.
It's not.
Would +2 dex be good for you, Mark?
Well, it increased my what would be
It'd be a +1 on his modifiers. It'd be a +1 on all his ranged structure attacks for his spells.
And his AC.
And you get the +1 to AC as well.
Yeah.
So it'd be additional +1 for AC.
Well, it's
So you
4
are. Yeah, so you're spending 3 more grand, but you're getting the 2 bonuses, not to 1.
I mean, I'm made up if that's what we've decided, but I'm just saying it's.
Well,
it's
who
a lot.
else needs something? Has Lewis got his +1 returning dagger yet?
Well, so
No.
why don't you write them down as question marks? So you've got 2 options for Mark then. Right? So we've got 2 options there, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Jake's got any. I think Jake's just got wands. I don't think he's got any magic items
Yeah.
either, but I could be wrong. Or have you got a cloak of resistance, Jake?
I have now got a cloak of either resistance or protection that I got last session.
I think
Yeah,
it's
just
resistant.
so.
Cloak of resistance.
My other question about this: did someone borrow Dastor's? Because I think you've got 2 in the party overall. Dastor's is still on his character sheet.
No, Dastor had one, didn't he? We gave it to.
Yeah,
Dastor still
Dastor
has it.
has
I couldn't
one.
remember if it. I don't remember if there was a conversation about potentially borrowing it or not. But that's fine. Just
Like
checking.
cloak of protection. I don't know. Dastor's not got
Resistance.
You got cloak of resistance.
Gives you a +1 to all of your
one. I've been missing it.
Dastor. It should be. I was pretty sure I saw it on your character sheet yesterday.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely on there.
Yeah, cloak of resistance +1. 1/1/1. I mean, it's underneath your cleric class. It's in classes because I didn't know how else to add it on Roll20.
+1 4 plus it adds 1 to your
Yeah,
saves.
sorry,
Yeah, it's there underneath cleric, mate.
I was looking at my
I mean,
I was looking at my armor stuff.
how much? Just as a side note, Tom, how much is an amulet of natural armor or necklace, whatever they're bloody called, necklace of
Amulet
natural
of
armor?
natural armor.
Because across the board, if they're not expensive, that most of us could have one of them for a
Yeah.
+1. As a
Amulet of
+1
natural armor are 2,000 gold pieces.
Oh,
The
okay.
braces are cheaper for the same thing.
Right. Okay.
That's a magical bonus. So it's stacked with your armor. It's not. Whereas natural armor, it's a bonus in natural armor, but they don't stack.
Yeah, they do.
No, you can't have 2 bonuses on natural armor, if that makes sense. If you had a spell like Bark Skin, doesn't stack
Yeah.
with your natural armor bonus. That's what I'm trying. Sorry, yeah. But it does stack
Yeah.
with your actual armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the
Ah, yeah.
braziers don't stack with armor, or am I thinking of? I might be thinking of the
Well,
wrong
they
one.
don't in D&D, but I don't know about Pathfinder.
And I think that's why they're specifically good for you, because I'm sure this was a problem I had in Kingmaker.
Braces of armor and ordinary armor do not stack. You are
Yeah.
correct. Do
So
apologise.
so they're good for Mark, and potentially they'd be good for Jake,
Jake.
because I don't know if Jake can armor up or not.
Light armor, I think.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well,
But
we
obviously
need to get
no-
him some armour then. We need to get Jake some armour if he's not got any.
I do think he has got something.
Yeah, everyone needs to have at least, normal
Leather. He's got
stuff
leather.
that's as good as they can. Oh, sorry, he's wearing. Well,
I mean, I would cheekily ask for a bit of kit, but I do have a +1 composite longbow, and I do have a +1 leather armor, or studded leather armor, whatever I've got. So I am, my 2 main slots are filled for me. So if we need to be looking elsewhere, I'm happy to concede. If there's change left over and I can get something to increase my dex or something, I'm not going to say no.
I'm in a similar situation, but it's so if Mark's Mark's got a question mark. What are you looking at, Jake?
To be fair, I've been looking at a few different things, but like most of the stuff that I was looking at is like ludicrously expensive. So don't worry, fellas. It may come in later. Like probably one of the best things that I can get, but it's probably going to be later because it's like stupidly expensive. It's like staff of the Eidolon or something like that. But it's like
Right.
14,000 gold. So like
okay.
it's a
we
stupidly
haven't even got enough with everything there. So
Is there anything you specifically want then, Lars?
Really? Well, I got the armor, didn't I, from what you guys already picked up, the breastplate +1. So that's something I got for free. And I got the cloak of resistance that you boys picked up for me. So I've got 2 things there already. But if there was one other thing that I could get, that if it's cheap, then maybe this Cauldron of Plenty, but magicify it so that it can be the Cauldron of Plenty of tea.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure we could look into that. And then
I'll find you.
So Mark is potentially on track for $4,000, and then Lewis with his +1 returning
grand.
dagger.
Or is it 2? I can't remember.
Well,
2.
if it's for the
+1.
plus.
Oh,
It's-
getting you a shield.
I thought it was
Dave's shield be
4,000.
for a +1, it's 2. I'm pretty sure. I've just looked. I've gone away from the page looking for that cauldron. Sorry, give me a sec. I'll add the table. That's
Are these wondrous items? Let me have a look.
Yeah, so this particular table is on page 550, Dave.
Right.
So,
Table in the rulebook, Dave.
weapon is 2,000 gold pieces for +1. It's already masterwork because it's already got returning on it.
Yeah.
So we can do that for him, can't we?
Yeah, so just let me check.
See if there is any spare cash over for stuff that would give me some
Having no
cheeky
abilities.
wisdom. I'll be all for it as well. But
Cheeky
we're gonna
wisdoms are always handy.
Yeah, so it would just be it'd just be the 1,000 gold, the 2,000 gold pieces for his dagger.
Yeah.
To go on a shield.
Shield?
Yeah, so if you wanted a +1 shield from your masterwork, Dave,
I thought I'd already
it's
paid for that.
1,000 gold pieces. Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't
Okay.
taken it off.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll take that. So that's 7. 2 $2,000 for Lewis. Did you say?
Yeah, $2,000 for Lewis on the +1.
That's 5.
5,881. And how much was it for Mark? $2,000 for Mark.
It's 1,000.
No,
It
it's
was
4.
1,000 for the
4.
braces of.
Oh, yeah,
4.
1,000 for the braces, yeah.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
4,
but the
or
dex is
out
4.
deck.
So take the dex then. So that gives us 1,881.
Yep.
So you've got +2 dex, Mark.
Belt of. How do you do that, Tom?
Thank you, darling.
Being
what you would do for your character sheet,
Yeah.
what you would do is you would just increase your dex.
By 2.
Yeah, but do it in the 10.
Yeah, I think
Do
you're
leave
on
it as
mine,
a
mate.
permanent 10.
I was,
Sorry.
mate,
I was just looking at a character sheet. I do
It's called
apologise.
Belt of what's it called? Belt of
Incredible dexterity.
Yes.
It's a greater minor belt.
Yeah,
It's the belt of incredible oxymoron.
it's because they
That'll be
put minor
raised the
for
hand.
everything, don't they? When it's like a low level.
So what you could do,
Man, I
you
can't
could
wait
buy
for this cauldron.
Jake a pair of the braces of armor.
He's got armor on.
Of course he does. Yeah, my apologies.
Well,
What is? Did you say there was a belt of +1 dex, Tom? Or am I making shit up?
No, it's minimum +2.
Right. Okay. That's a shame.
Starts at +2, so it's +1 on your modifier. If that makes sense.
Yeah. No. I only need a +1 to go up a point in a dexterity to go up to my next
Yeah.
modifier.
I'm quite happy not to have anything at the moment because I've got those 2 ones at the minute, and I've got a cloak of resistance.
I was
And
going to
then
say,
potentially if we can save some Muller up and I can get something that's a bit more spenny, because that basically that gives me the wand of, or like the rod of the staff of Eidolon. It gives me like access to 3 like pretty hefty spells. That so I get lesser rejuvenate, Eidolon, unfetter, and then I get lesser evolution, surge.
sound.
how much is a cloak of resistance?
Oh,
Cloak of resistance.
You trying to steal my cloak off me, Sam? Is that what you saying?
No. I'm just wondering how
You
much
trying
they
to
are
whip the cloak off my back and sell it?
because they're all very, very helpful across the board. If we all had them, +1 is pretty.
1,000
big
gold
for me.
pieces.
There's a cloak of resistance right there.
Lewis has
With
also
700
said,
change.
if the party want to sell that ring, I'm happy to.
That shield
His
ring.
ring of shield. Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest, 8.5 grand is 2 more +2 items to spread around the party. So that means Jake gets a +2 on something because he hasn't had anything yet, and then someone else has potentially got another +2. No
Or
one's
we
going to say
buy-
no to that.
Or we buy a bunch of cloak of resistances.
You liking the idea of cloak of resistances?
Well, I'm thinking that's +1 to fortitude saves, for +1 to quite a few
We
saves.
would have had something at one thing each, and then if we all have an extra.
Ring of Force Shield. Price, but I'll find one in the book.
I'm all icky. I don't like it.
I mean, at the same time, I would love to negotiate for a +2 to my dex, but then I've just took a spell that I can do that with anyway. I've just took a level 2 spell that I can boost my dex with anyway. So
See what you're doing.
Force Shield. Yes, it's 8,500 gold pieces. I would let you roll the close to check on that, see if you can get more than half, which would be 4,250. If you want to sell it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
What about if I get the Eidolon to dribble on her?
Well, you're not selling it necessarily. Like the magical stuff's probably going to Magnemar rather than.
What about if I
Savannah.
send the Eidolon to go and dribble on them?
But it is. Tis a chunk. You know what I mean?
Oh, right. But if we sell it for
Could we get a
half, it's
suit
another
of-
+2.
Could we get a suit
Because-
of studded leather for Jake? Because that's still classed. As it used to be classed as light armor. I don't know. If it is.
Well, you can get a chain shirt, which is light armor, or lamellar leather, which is they're 100 gold or 60 gold, and it's +4 armor.
Well, we definitely need to get him some.
You've got enough left. You've got enough left over to buy that anyway without selling the ring.
Yeah.
The ring will buy you 4 cloaks. If base, it will buy you 4 cloaks of resistance, or it'll buy you something else. So
I mean, I've got leather armor on at the moment.
Yeah, leather armor's +2, so you can go up 2 more AC with either a chain shirt or lamellar leather.
Yeah, because I've got a +1 leather armor. So I'm at AC3.
Yeah, to take that up to so you could take that up to +2, Sam. I'll tell you the cost for that. It's on the chart. If you're interested, tell me now, and if you don't interested, I'll stop looking for it.
No, I wouldn't bother, mate.
It's quite cheap.
How
Yeah.
much is quite cheap?
550 was what I said. So to go up to a +2 would be 2,000 gold if you were doing it from masterwork, but I believe it's cumulative. So I believe you take off the cost of the +1s, which would only be another 1,000 gold pieces. I'll just double check that. I've just
But
seen it.
In theory, at that I could buy another set of armor.
That's true. That is also true.
I only took it because it was there.
Pieces.
Yeah. And your abilities. Yeah, so you minus off the cost of the previous enchantment when you're improving. So Lewis says, sell the ring, get cloaks, and get Jake +2 something. Jake priority. That's what Lewis is saying. He's also not sure what armor he's got, which I will tell you now. He's got a medium. He's got a chain shirt.
Well, we'll lacerate Lord Luke. And I shall
It's a good
lose it.
mana character, that Lewis.
What
So, do
about
you want to sell the ring for 4,250 or better?
Give it a go.
Question. Okay. Diplomacy check with your pluses from guidance.
Well, it's
Is enhanced diplomacy.
+2 from improved diplomacy, isn't it? Oh, come on, it can't be any worse. Oh, for fuck's sake.
a little assistant there?
I'll give you another 100 gold pieces. I'm feeling sorry for you.
Well, hang on. He's got a D4 plus.
Yeah, that's true. Roll a d4 plus your
Uh,
additional 2. It's 12.
Pretty off me, innit?
And a
Oh, well,
plus
Jake's got a
2.
23. There you go. So you can
Hey.
have, instead of being 50%, you can sell it for 80% base cost. And I said it was 8,500. So let me run that through a calculator for you.
About 7 grand.
100 divided by 100 times by.
But it's a
80.
nice ring, isn't it? It's not a
6,800.
mushy ring.
That's when we either sell it for 6,800 or do we keep it?
It gives you
6,000.
it gives you a shield. It gives you basically just a magical shield,
Mm,
effectively a shield of force.
yeah, true.
Dave's already got a shield. Nobody else really uses one.
Okay.
Oh, what? Like you
Yeah.
physically have to carry it, or like
It's ring.
Is it a bit?
Activate.
No, I mean the shield. Can you? Is it not like the shield spell where it just pops up something around you and protects you?
No, it
Yeah,
generates a shield-sized wall of force that stays with the ring and is wielded. So it kind of like you are using it one-handed, effectively. You use it as if it was a heavy shield.
Sell it. 6,800.
Yep.
So we were sitting on 1,008, weren't we?
Yeah.
881.
So we've got 8,681. We're back to 8,000. That happened pretty quickly. So $4,000 for Jake to get you +2 on a stat of your choice.
Okay. It makes sense for me to probably buff my charisma more. And then or either charisma or con, because then if my charisma's capped at.
You don't cap at 20.
There is no as I probably haven't said this to you, Jake. There is no cap on your ability scores.
Oh, winner!
It's not 5e. So
So we've got
That's
4,681 left. So
what that
What do I
sounds
have
to me
to
like.
to give myself extra charisma?
It's a headband of charisma, I think that is.
Yeah, it's Headband of Allure and Charisma, I believe.
Something like
I'm
that,
just
yeah.
looking for it now.
Because if I lost
Doom.
that, then I'd lose those extra 2.
Yeah. What does that take your Charisma to? 20, Jake?
Yeah.
No, 19. It's a +1 effectively on the score.
No, it's, a
Oh,
plus,
right.
it's a +2 with a +1 to his modifier, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But it
so he's
takes
going to
Plus 2 to
20.
score. Plus. Oh, yeah. So that gives you then a
Plus
+5, which gives you an additional first level spell slot, Jake.
Yay.
Oh, yeah. That was worth it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Wait, so so is that so known spells for 3 per day, 1?
Yeah, so now spell slots, you get an additional one in your bonus slot because you've now got a 20 charisma. Yeah, Headband
Yeah,
of
so I
Allure
should
and
be able to
Charisma.
cast. So how many? So how does that mean I could? Because I had 4 beforehand. So does that mean I can now cast 5 level 1 spells per day?
Correct. As a total, yeah.
Because it looks like it's only got 4 on. Because it's like 4 known, 3 per day plus 1, which makes it
Yeah,
look
so you
like I
get
can
4
only do 4.
slots. Yeah, so you
Yeah.
now, it doesn't do it automatically. So now you've got a 20 dex, it takes you up on the table, so you get an additional spell slot a day as a bonus.
So bud.
So on that chart, that third column where you've got, it'll be 1 at the moment, needs to be a 2.
Oh, but so I need to edit that.
Yeah. Doesn't do it automatically, unfortunately.
Ah, that makes sense. So does that mean I know any more spells, or I still have just the same number?
Yeah, that is a question that I can get an answer to. As we're able to do.
So we've also still got the medallion, which is a +1 resistance bonus with the false life spell, I think. To dish out, which I think Mark was after, wasn't he?
What was that? Sorry.
The silver disc medallion on leather cord, inscribed with Hedron.
If no one's having it, I'll certainly. I will go with that. Yeah.
Because you can cast false life for free on it with it, and use it to preserve a dead body.
What's that one? What's that one called?
It's just silver disc with Hedron. It's +1 resistance, so you wouldn't benefit from having a cloak of resistance because of that. It's basically the equivalent of a cloak of resistance.
So it's just called a silver disc.
I'll pop
Just
it
call
on
it the Sahedron Medallion plus
That's what I'm
resist. Yeah. Sahedron, the shape, Sahedron.
Sahedron.
Yeah. Seven-sided.
Oh, I thought that was a sept.
It's a 7. So it's the actual medallion is a Sahedron medallion. It's a 7-pointed star.
Right.
It's quite the word there, Tom. Just assuming we all knew what a
nice one.
Sahedron pentathlon was.
It's there now.
I've just added it, I think, Mark.
You've done it for me, yeah. Thank you.
So it's a bonus spell slot, but I don't think it's a bonus. I'll find out. I'll get you an answer, Jake. All right. I'll get you a definite
No
answer.
problems at all, mate.
All right.
It's cool.
I'm jumping to and back through a couple of different points of the book, and I'm not. As I always say, I'm not the most experienced Pathfinder DM, so I don't know it all off the top of my head, I'm afraid.
It's appreciated that you're doing it anyway.
Although check the Twitch chat, you might have an answer. Our friend is quite knowledgeable.
Tom, you're my favourite. Tom, you're the best Pathfinder DM I've ever had.
Yeah, me.
Oh, so you flirting?
He's always flirting, and I love it. I don't want him to stop.
I'm just trying to get that cauldron of plenty, and that's not a euphemism.
Okay, Cauldron of Plenty. What was that? Cauldron of Plenty. I'm guessing it's a minor wondrous item for a guess.
Give you my cauldron of plenty.
There's nothing minor about it.
Do you know what? I'm going to Google it. It's going to be quick if I just use Google.
Always use Google.
Dave, I've got a spare quiver of 20 arrows, mate.
Cauldron of Plenty.
Cheers.
Do you want to know how much it is, Lars?
Oh, don't tell me it's loads, isn't it?
It's 15,000 gold pieces, mate.
What about then? What about the sustaining spoon, and I can just spoon feed people tea bags?
However, the Cauldron of Plenty is an enchanted iron pot. It feeds to 36 people a day on command, and once a week can be
Yeah, which
commanded
is
to create
awesome.
a hero's feast for 12 people,
Wow.
which justifies the cost.
How much
How
gold
much?
have we got left, by the way?
How much is a
Or-
bag of...
Now, what you
The
need, Lars, you need
sustaining spoon.
a tea bag of renewing that you can just keep using.
No, you can't reuse tea bags.
It's one of
That's
those.
disgusting.
Yeah, but it's magical. Tom.
Spoon.
It's
Okay,
mad because
sustaining
those tea
spoon.
bags exist in loads and loads of OAP houses, don't they?
So a sustaining spoon's 5,400 gold, Lars.
Ah,
I'll tell you what, if you want, I'll let you have a bag of infinite tea for the price of a bag of holding, but that's going to be 2,500 gold. And
You
it'll
know
just
what,
give
Keep
you
picking up tea
forever.
bags. Just keep picking up tea bags from the corner convenience store. Lot.
Mark, well,
to be fair,
Lars,
I've got
what I'm hearing-
126.
I'm hearing this is your Mark game prize.
Might be. It might be. I can add it to your list.
There's
How-
something called
what's the
Kepra
weight of the tea?
cigars, but I can't find the cigar thing.
No, I couldn't see it, but again, I've been scanning the book, not Googling, because Googling is just faster.
How much would you charge him for a tea bag of never-ending infinity?
Yeah, but it's reusing tea bags dirty, Mark. I don't think I want to encourage it.
Yeah, but this is a
Yeah.
magic tea bag.
I'm a one-use man.
Yeah, it's a
You
magic
use
tea bag,
tea bag once.
It never gets. But what he's saying is it never gets diluted. Every time you dunk it, it's like a Yorkshire. It's a proper strong bag.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll roll a 1d 10,000. Whatever I roll is the price of this tea bag. Sound fair?
Sweet, let's do it.
Roll of the dice.
Can I roll one as
Two.
well?
Go on then, sure. So type /
I'll just
R.
press fudge.
You have to type because it's custom roll.
Backslash.
/ R space 1d 10,000.
I mean, you'll never do it again.
Like that.
Hang on, let me see if I can.
You put one S, I think, Lars.
Oh, bloody hell, I didn't. Let me get rid of that.
Come on, Lars.
And it's the slash the other way. And it shouldn't see base. It should just be / R space, as in as a space bar, not base. The word. Sorry. How do I? Hang on. I'm going to send you a picture on WhatsApp of what you need to roll to type. That'll be easier, I think.
Command unrecognized, you bastard.
Well,
Because that's only 2,400 tea bags. That's not good enough for my Dastor.
No, that's how much it's going to cost in gold. So you want lower, mate? I've sent you. Put a picture in the Pathfinder.
Oh,
chat,
right,
that's what
okay,
you need
cool,
to
cool.
type.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, you just want to roll really shit, Lars.
Yeah, this
Well,
is where lower's
I
better.
can do that. I don't know if you've seen me rolling today.
You watch him roll a fucking one now. This is a time.
Shit.
No.
We'll take yours.
Well, yeah, but do you want to spend that much on? You could. Do you know how much tea you could buy for that much gold?
What about if I just do this?
I'm not. You've had your roll. You're not having a second one. Come on, no. I gave you a chance. You
I
can't keep
think
going
that'd
to
be a
get the answer
fair
you want.
price, 483 gold.
I think you've got better things to spend gold on, to be honest. The Sam's
What about if he
down
gives you a month's free subscription to his OnlyFans?
I get that for free.
That is the
Why would
cauldron
I
of
get you
plenty as
subscribed?
well. that's the cauldron of plenty that keeps giving.
Why would anyone use OnlyFans? I don't understand. I don't
Yeah,
get it.
when porn's free, innit?
It's totally free in an infinite amount of it. So why on earth would
So's my Facebook page.
Same thing, isn't it?
Okay, so you've got how much left to spend, Sam? Sorry.
4681.
Yeah.
4681. So Lewis has asked for some throwing stars from Shuriken.
Hold on, he's got his returning knife.
We covered the cost of that as well.
Yeah.
He has. That is true. But he doesn't get his knife back to the end of the next turn, so it can be a bit iffy with his monk stuff. That's why I think he wants probably just a couple that you can retrieve. Just so
yeah. Go for it.
But they're going to be pennies, aren't they?
They're not going to be a lot, mate. No. I'll get you a price for them.
I'm sure your cat's not supposed to be eating crisps, Mark.
No. I'm just letting her taste it so she knows that beef and mustard is not her bag. So you don't like that, do you?
So Shuriken are a gold piece each. They do a D2 damage.
Oh.
D2, that's massive.
See if throwing stars are any better. They're in Pathfinder. They're probably they're exactly the same. They're a D2.
They're not worth the money.
I would say not.
Sorry, Lou.
Unless you want to pay for the returning spell on the enchantment on it, but that gets pricey, so maybe not.
Can he throw more than one thing a turn?
He can throw as many as he has attacks.
Because if he misses with the dagger, then he'll get the D2 plus his sneak attack potentially, and that's a totally different argument. So it's probably still worth giving him a pocket full.
Yeah.
Maybe he needs 5 or 6, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I'm assuming, most of the time he'll be able to pick him out of whatever he's more than likely massacred with it.
We'll take 10 off for that then.
So you're going to give him 10. I'll add them to the sheet for him. I'll remove his ring.
Excuse me. Any other mundane items and anything else that we need to?
I don't think he's actually added his ring, but okay. So Shuriken, he has 10 of. Yeah, that's. So does anyone want anything else? That's. I mean, the potential there for better armor for Jake and for Addam and Zegric as well.
How much is 124 more tea bags so I can have around 250?
You really give me a second, mate. I'm just
I think we need to decide what we're doing magic item wise before we look at armor, any more mundane stuff. I'd imagine we've probably have about 800 gold left over for mundane stuff anyway. So it's what do we want to do with that last 4 grand for items?
Well, so I've had a thing, so I'm quite happy. Who's not had anything?
I've had 2 things that.
So the suggestion of cloaks of resistance isn't a bad shout. I'm gonna. I'll put that out there.
One's getting +1 of something, aren't they?
Well, we'd only need 3 because everyone else has
So
got
I've
+1
got.
resistance. It'd be me, Dave, and Lewis would need 1, so that would be 3 grand.
Healing potions?
Have we not all got 1?
I've got one. Actually, I have got 1. Yeah, so I think it'd be mundane stuff now with what we've got left from that. So if it was 800 left.
Well, no. If we buy 3 cloaks of resistance at £1 a pop, that would leave us 1,671 gold pieces. 1,671.
And what's the armor upgrade going to cost? It's not going to be that much, is it?
Well, it depends because my leather armor is magical. So actually, I'd probably make money on buying armor. Well, I would make money on buying armor.
Well, do that if you're going to get better AC, and it's not going to affect you.
It has a point.
Yeah, I'm just looking. So I think chain shirt would be the best one for me. What's the armor check penalty, Tom?
Spellcasters, so it would
Yeah.
affect you.
It wouldn't.
Would
Would it be
unless
proficient?
yeah, it might be negated by armor. I don't know. I don't know because you're an actual arcane caster. I think it's the difference between yourself and Dastor and Argus when it gets there. It's an arcane spell failure chance, isn't it?
Yeah.
You probably want that leather that Dave was talking about.
That's a similar arrangement. That's -2 to your armor check.
Yeah. Whereas the chain shirt gives me a +4 to my max dex bonus.
Yeah, but a -2 to your arc check.
Yes, I'm saying it's the same as the lamella, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whereas the chain shirt opens up my max dex bonus better.
Bear with me.
I feel like this is maybe why I went with this +1 leather.
Ace armor check penalty. Yes, when you cast an arcane spell, you'll have a 20% failure chance with chain shirt. I think.
There's just not. It's not worth it, really, is it?
No, I wouldn't.
Don't think so. No.
Go for the next lowest, the next lower one. If that's still good.
Well, where I'm sat is probably best, as weird as it sounds,
Fair play.
because even though it's leather, it's a +1, so I'm getting +3 to my armor save, and I get +6 to my max dex bonus. So as my dex goes up,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's going
Makes
to max up at +10 to AC if I get my dex up to +6.
Yeah.
So it might be worth it. I don't know what it'd be worth for Jake to do.
In terms of what extra armor?
Armor. Yeah. I think you're in a similar boat to me.
Little
I
pocket.
don't know.
Of
I've only got leather armor on at the moment.
Yeah. But it's the mischance on casting spells is the problem. I was bumping up.
Why does it having more armor on make you higher risk of miscasting?
It just
Because it reduces your mobility, so it's the somatic components. You can cast spells without somatic components without taking the check. So
does proficiency not
So
negate
the
this
armor
stuff?
check penalty is to do so that would actually affect your shooting, Sam. So from the rulebook, I'll read it to you verbatim. Any armor heavier than leather, as well as any shield, hurts a character's abilities to use dexterity and strength-based skills. Armor check penalty applies to all dexterity and strength-based skill checks. And characters' encumbrance may also incur an armor check penalty. Where's armors, which he's not proficient with. So yeah, so ACP doesn't count, and it only matters if you're not proficient in that armor.
Right.
So
So
then the arcane spell failure.
yeah.
So a character who casts an arcane spell, so wizard spell. The summoner, I don't know is effective because I'd have to look into that because they're not. I don't think they pull spells from the arcane list, but maybe they do. I'd have to check. So this is more for yourself and Minato. Must make an arcane spell failure check, which is a D100. You have to get over the number specified on the armor.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
You don't mitigate that if you're proficient.
No. But there might be something about Magus and light armor.
I'm just about to look because I feel like
I
I've
think that
not
might
been
be a
doing that
thing.
for a
So it might be a Magus class feature that you can. It says that bards can, so there's a fair to middling chance.
So I
There you
can wear
go.
light armor without incurring the normal arcane spell failures chance. So it
There
is
you go.
worth my time taking
So
a
you're
chainmail.
back up to
then.
chain shirt, yeah.
Yeah. And like I say, mine's a +1 leather shirt, so it'd be 2,000 plus 100 plus
Wait,
10.
did he end up with more money?
Divide
That's
by
superb.
2, so it'd be 1,055 minus 100. So that's another 955 to the pot.
Armor's only 1,000 gold pieces for a +1 as well, so you potentially buy
Oh,
a
is it?
masterwork
Sorry.
chain shirt.
Yes, in fact, could I not?
So effectively,
So I'd only get 500 for the +1,
Yep.
50 for the masterwork, and
Yep.
+5 for the leather.
Yep.
So 555. So if I then bought a masterwork chain shirt, which would cost me 200.
Yep.
That's another 355 in the pot. Is that right?
And the bonus for a +1 armor is 1,000 gold pieces.
So would anyone be against me taking a +1 chain shirt?
Do you have
No,
enough
go ahead.
kitties to get Jake one as well?
I'd have to take.
Yep.
Hang on. Yeah, I have to take. So that's 1, 2, and then are we doing? So we're going to
Just
do the
mind
same
your
for you,
mic, Mark.
Jake. Jake, are you going to take a +1 chain shirt as well?
Yeah, I don't mind, but I'm also not bothered. Like, I'm quite happy to stay with leather armor if it works out better.
I would take. You've got the money. You've still got 2,000 gold in reserve that you haven't cashed in yet.
We haven't. If we're going to take 3 cloaks of resistance, that leaves us with 1,200, which will just cover Jake getting a +1 chain shirt, and then that's us done.
Now, does that not buy you one as well?
That's with me getting it as well.
Oh, so you
both
both
me
get
and
+1 chain.
Both me and Jake taking a +1 chain shirt.
Yep.
Me, Dave, and Lewis all taking a cloak of resistance. We've got like 21 gold pieces left.
Yeah.
Way, that was a superb shopping trip.
A very long, sweaty.
Yeah,
Still got half an hour to do something.
Well, Lars needed to get gone at 10, didn't you, mate? Because you've got.
Oh,
I'll stretch half an hour.
Let's say half 10.
I'll stretch
was
off.
my max.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll stretch half an hour. It's not like I've got to be up at 5:30. And when I say I've got to be, I mean that's when Fred will wake me up.
Oh no.
He'll be like, Dad, I just really wanted to see.
And I'll say, yeah, well, I just wanted to play Pathfinder.
Okay. Right. Is there any mundane stuff you wanted real quick, or are you happy that you picked that up in 2 sessions?
We can afford anything.
I'm good to go now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you guys send off all of your little mail order. You know, you're filling out your little paper one time, but sending off your little orders. Can you all roll a d20 for me, please?
Individually.
We could possibly manage
Individually.
that. It's a push.
As I say, can we not work for 2 weeks and make some more money?
Okay. Yeah. So this roll's separate
Washes.
to that. There's a reason I'm getting you to roll it. Okay. Cool.
Jake's teapot washer, look. Rolling a 5.
Do you want to take on any mundane work to try and earn yourself a bit of golden downtime? You've got 2 weeks.
I mean, I can
Anyone
craft.
think of anything?
I can craft bows and arrows and stuff. Got the crafting skill for bows, like crossbows.
So you want to see if you can get some work, basically crafting arrows for the local militia. I'm guessing.
Yeah, bows and crossbows. It's money in my pocket, isn't it?
All right. Okay. Roll a d10 for me. What you roll will be how much silver you earn a day, and you can tell me how many days you want to work. They're going to pay you 2
Wow.
silver
Can I use
a day.
Wow.
Can I use the Eidolon
Waste
as
time to
a
do that.
as a rat catcher?
I thought you were going to say prostitute.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm doing
Roll a
with
closure
Dastor.
check for me there, Jake. DC's 15.
How good looking's the Eidolon?
It's pretty
What do I need
foxy.
to roll?
Roll a diplomacy check. DC 15. If you can get a 15 on the die, then yes. Okay, so you get you get quite a bit of rat catching work in the 2 weeks. Say you can earn 5 gold pieces in total. Rat catcher.
Ooh,
Very
we're
good roll.
making bank.
I'm in the kitty.
Oh,
How
that's
much
just
money
personal money.
Come to
will
you.
Dastor? How much money will Dastor get over the 2 weeks for selling his body?
Well, I don't think your mistress, I can't remember her name now. You've got a halfling woman mistress that was forced upon you because it was done while you were away from the table.
Oh yeah.
Bear with me a second.
She's
I'll
not
find
an
it.
orc.
They're probably more likely to
She's a
pay you to eat you
70-year-old
alive.
halfling woman, dude.
But honestly, Dastor's not picky as long as they don't have green skin. He don't care.
Don't like them orc lads, not at all.
I can't find the name now. Aaron.
X said, "I've got to do a fortitude check after."
I don't think that was for you. I think that was for the
Thought it was
other
meant after.
willing participant.
Okay, so Mortis,
Yo.
you are in the tavern one evening, as you have want to do.
Yes.
Bear with me a second. Got to find what I'm looking for.
I like bears. Big and firm.
That one. Got to be that one, surely. Okay, why aren't you opening it up?
Wasn't me. I just looked at it a bit and it blew up.
So, you. You are in the tavern one evening, and you were approached by a very attractive young lady.
Well, that's very unusual for
Oh,
Mortis
wow.
with his massive charisma of 7. So I'm going to. I'll say, hello. Are you looking for someone?
Well, and she's going to put a hand on your chest, very kind of
I'm
brazenly.
I'm visibly worried. Girls don't do this to me. It was not while I'm awake, anyway.
I'm in need of a hero.
What?
Calm down, Bonnie Tyler.
What?
So, I went down into the shop cellar, and I saw some really, really large rats, and I just need someone to come and save me.
Oh, I know
Please,
I know
sir.
just the man. Yeah, I know just the man. I'll go and
No,
find.
no, and she's going to start pulling you by the hand.
Okay, I'll just sort of follow whilst looking very confused.
Okay, cool. So she's going to pull you down into the Sandpoint General Store.
Right.
And she's going to pull, kind of pull you down into the basement where she sees us. It's somewhere in here. And she's kind of like pushing you down the stairs first, almost. I just need you to take care of it. I can't deal with it myself. Please. And she kind of.
I'll cast dancing lights so I can see.
Okay. And do you head down
Yeah.
And she's stood behind you now, and she's just saying, it's here somewhere. I'm sure it is. I'm sure.
I'll just keep a sly eye on her just in case, because I'm still really confused about what pretty girls never talk to Mortis at all. It's just like I don't know what's going on. But yeah, well, I'll go down with the dancing lights and see. Get the lights to go around the basement, see if I can see anything.
Okay, roll a perception check for me.
I will roll perception. Here we go. Box I didn't want. Go away, box I didn't want. Close.
That's an appraise check.
Yeah, that was trying to get rid of a box I didn't want.
He's appraising the offer is like.
The appraise check. There's some quite valuable stuff down here. General stuff. Got a lot of tea bags.
That should be me.
I'm not so perceptive.
Okay, so you can't see any rats.
I said to her, I can't see any rats.
Do you turn back round?
Yeah.
So as you turn back round, she drops her bodice off and kind of puts her arms around you and tries to kiss you.
I'll sort of let it happen, but I'm just going to stand like stock still going.
Okay, not going to try and dissuade her at all. Nothing. You're just going to kind of.
No. I'll just I'll just say, hang on.
Being raped.
I'll say, hang on a minute. What's going on here? This has never happened to me before. Well,
I've always wanted to sleep with a hero. She's kind of weird.
But you're definitely sure that it's me you're after? Definitely me, yeah?
Well, you're the one I brought down here.
Okay.
Okay. Roll a perception check for me.
I'm going to regret this so bad.
Yep.
This is where you get.
Do another appraisal.
Okay, so as you're kind of copping off with her a little bit, maybe tongue down through. I don't know what you get up to. You hear the door of the store upstairs open and close, and you hear footsteps coming towards the stairs to the basement.
It's Dastor is going to have a sneaky peek.
I'll say to her, and just break off proceedings. Just just listen intently, try not to make any noise.
What? And she is either oblivious or is intentionally ignoring it. He's trying to like.
Oh God! What's happening? I don't know what's happening.
You've got make a choice as to what you're going to do.
Oh,
and then
I'm just going to say, hang on, no, I'm just going to stop. This is just too mad. What the fuck is going on? What is going on? What's going on? Very loud.
And as so, footsteps come down, and she suddenly covers herself.
Yeah.
As he goes, what the hell is going on down here?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I've never seen this girl before in my life. Apparently there was a rat, and I came down.
Okay, so make a bluff check for me.
Oh my God. Yeah, well, I've got -2 to that.
This is the best roleplay we've ever done.
Yeah, I'm not bluffing.
Are you trying to take advantage of my daughter?
Oh, here we go.
I can honestly say that I am not trying to take advantage of her anyway.
Unfortunately, you haven't rolled high enough, so I'm going to.
But that's not a bluff. That's completely true. She's taking advantage of me.
Are you gaslighting her? Is Mortis gaslighting her?
Mortis is close to that.
Yeah, they would have been. Yeah.
Or
Or
she's a
if-
bit angry, mate. I
maybe
think she's got your pants. She's got your pants open and everything's a
Oh,
bit loose.
Rumbuckled.
oh God!
How old is she?
Probably about,
Roll for age. Roll for an age.
no, she's
Yeah,
about
make it-
21, 22. She's not a
Oh, so
baby.
make
She's
it a
old
D100.
enough.
Roll above 7.
You did roll especially poor.
Why is 7 the lowest you'll go?
Actually, yeah,
Yeah,
that was just
Roll
a
initiative for
random
me.
bad number that popped into my brain. But it's like that joke that Steve told. But I'm not gonna say that online. It's a bit spicy.
So can you roll
There's
some initiative for me,
20
Mark?
of them.
Need initiative roll off you, mate.
Right.
We're getting
That
chased
is
out of
initiative,
time because
0.
the fucking necromancer's got horny.
Just got a house and everything.
Is this the point where Mortis is saying to this young girl, "Can you just rub some ice around your lips for 10 minutes?"
You know that song I played you, Dave, that you didn't appear to find very funny, medium pace by Adam Sandler.
It was all right. It was all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really always knew that my
Has anyone else heard that?
Why about it for
No, I can't say I have, mate.
It starts off really wet crap, and then the lyrics it's just like, pardon? Excuse me? And then sit on the corner of the bed and watch me whacking off.
This, I said she got brown hair. She's actually got red hair. I'm going to give you some handouts now. So this is the young lady in question.
Ooh, handouts.
Show it to everybody.
Oh yeah,
Actually, part of the story.
And this is the gentleman that's just caught you with his daughter.
Oh.
Oh, you fuck with the Amish.
Yeah. Right.
However, you have the opportunity to act first. So, what would you like to do? There isn't a combat map for this.
I am going to grab my staff and cast web on him using my one.
Dave, I feel like we went straight to the wrong place there.
Tuck it into my trousers.
Don't even go there.
Okay, drop web for me.
Let me just find web. It's gonna be not.
He's only half unbuckled.
Spells. Just seen it. Where the fuck's it gone now?
Webulation.
Tweb. Here we go.
I love how this has took such a turn from just buying nice stuff for each other.
Standard one action. Duration 10 minutes. Reflex negates.
Reflex negates.
Yeah. He's gonna pass.
What's his reflex?
Of course he is.
He rolled a 19. What's your save DC on web, mate?
Where will it tell me?
It's what levels? You've got
17, so yeah, he's
17.
saved. Yeah.
Yep. So we managed to just kind of dart out of it because went, "Oh, you're a coward, are you? Fucking have it."
Okay.
So you've got the opportunity to move. You've still got your movement.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, look, and give it legs.
Okay, so he is. I'm going to give him attack of opportunity against you as you kind of flee in the basement. I think that's fair.
Yep.
I feel like if any of us this could have happened to, Mark's the worst one.
Yeah.
But he rolled a 7, which I assume misses.
Yes.
Okay, so roll me a reflex save, and this is just to see how quickly you can get out because he's going to give chase. So we'll make it opposed just so we're not, because I could do a chase mechanic, but I'm not. Just a bit of fun.
Dirty.
Okay, so you can successfully get out the shop without getting a battering. he's shouting all the time. If I ever see you in this shop again, I'm gonna save your fucking head in.
I'm just going to get in the direction of the house.
And she obviously follows him, covering herself with her hand, saying,
Yeah.
"Damn, stop making such a scene." Like, and clearly, I mean, roll a sense motive for me, just real quick.
Oh, what? Sorry.
Sense
Sense
motive. She was
15.
clearly less interested in you and more interested in the drama.
Yeah, I did the right thing. I'll keep running until I get home.
Okay. So that happened during the downtime, one of the nights.
Yeah.
But you now know that Vin Vendor wants to stave your fucking head in.
Yeah, I'm going to stay away from him.
Okay.
Send Beastie back. I can send Beastie to deal with the rat problem.
So where we'll leave it then. So probably 14, 15 days after you return from Thistletop. This is in the evening, so this is quite late, probably 11 o'clock at night. You will receive a rapping at the door.
As if a gently
something like-
tapping, rapping.
It's a policeman knock. It's boom, boom, boom.
What style of rap are we talking? Is it sort of like drill or gangster or what?
I'll save you, Tom. I'll open the door.
And there is a member of Easy Watch looking a little bit uneasy. He's going to say to you, Sheriff Hemlock has asked if you will attend the mill at your earliest convenience. By earliest convenience, he does mean now. But he asked me to be polite. But I don't really know. I'm really sorry. And he's a bit nervous because you guys are, the heroes of Standpoint.
And you know nothing.
No, it's not Jon
I
Snow.
have been asked not to say anything until you get to the mill.
Okay, while we're getting ready, come in. Tell us all about it. And I'm gonna, as I'm saying that, I'm gonna sort of slam my fist against the door frame and grab him and pull him and then attempt to intimidate him into giving us some information while we're getting ready.
Are you going to give him noogies?
I'm looking.
If he's intimidating, can I cast on him as well?
You can intimidate. I mean, he's already pretty jumpy, but he also clearly has orders. Keep his mouth shut. So,
Cup of tea. Calm his nerves.
12.
I'll give him 2 plus diplomacy.
All I know for sure is something's happened at the mill, and Hemlock wants to talk to you about it.
Okay.
We haven't been there yet, have we? So it can't be us.
Yeah, for anyone that hasn't heard this, I'll pass the information on as I'm gathering my gear. Ready to go.
Go see Hemlock. So what do you want and where's my bun?
I think he was down in that cellar, Mark.
No.
So the guard will lead you and quietly. So he's trying not to make a scene of this. Will quietly lead you to the Sandpoint Lumber.
We've been there before.
You have not been to the mill before, no.
It was the
So
glass.
at least we know whatever the problem is.
You've been to the glassworks, yeah.
Is it on the
That's where-
docks?
Dastor's not going to be quiet because he's been
I
woken
believe
and he's
so,
angry.
but I don't want to tell you wrong, which is why I'm just quickly.
Not even had time for the
Fair.
couple.
I believe it's 25, yeah.
You just fucking woke me up, you bastards.
I had it open so I could beat, because I don't like to tell you things wrong, but it's disappeared because of course it has.
Mill, I realised lumber mill, yeah. I was thinking of like a mill as in a
Yeah, I did it.
flour mill.
Yeah, so it's the Sandpoint lumber mill.
Yeah.
One of the kind of, again, it's it's a required something. Yes, it was 25. I was correct. I don't know why I second guessed myself because I did actually. Yeah. Anyway, every time I run the game, I always question everything I know about it. So there are guards posted at the door. Can someone with high perception roll me a perception check?
And the Eidolon roll perception. Actually,
That's
I
split
am,
roll.
in fact, your guy for a perception check.
So you should
So
be.
what you will see, Argus
Big rolls.
and Dastor, there are guards in the
Zegric.
shadows. And Zegric.
Almost everybody's super perceptive.
So you notice there are guards in the shadows, hidden but posted, keeping watch.
Right, so no one near the entrance, no one near the building itself. Where's Hemlock?
And the guard leads you inside, but he doesn't say anything.
So the guard that's with us is what going towards.
Yeah, he's going towards the lumber mill as if to take you in.
Okay, I'm going to
The
do a
guards
general
around the
detect
mill.
evil before we go in.
Couldn't.
Sure. Nope, nothing evil as such.
Okay.
You can roll a sense motive if you want as well.
I was just thinking that sense
Yeah.
motive.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Yeah,
There we go.
Not a skill for me.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm just a cheesecake.
Yeah. You think this guy's being honest with you, you don't feel under threat.
Does a +2 to any of that change anything?
No.
Oh, wow, wow.
So, you enter the mill, and it's kind of this big open space. And towards the back of the mill, there is blood everywhere.
Oh dear.
This is a grim scene. So there is a man he was laid on the floor. His jaw has been removed.
Nice. But cleanly, or has it been removed as in like surgically, or has it been removed as in this torn off?
Hard to say without further investigation. And all I'm going to do is give you a scene, and we'll leave it as I described there.
No
give
problem.
you a nice little for next time.
Yeah.
So he's actually hung on the wall by hooks. He's not on the floor. I misspoke. I do apologise. His entire jaw is missing, and his face has been carved away.
Nice.
His bare face has been defaced, bearing a strange rune in the shape of a 7-pointed star.
Right.
Also in the room, at the far side of the log splitter is a bloody and grim remains of a body that you would need to investigate further.
Is it humanoid?
Looks human of some description, but beyond that at the minute, without further look, yeah, who knows?
I blame
And
Dave.
a very, very concerned looking Hemlock waiting for you. And that is where we'll leave it for next time.
Righty ho.
Dastor quickly just set up a brew area for everybody to just debrief with the flayed face and stuff.
We're dealing with Nightlords, clearly.
X wants to know
apologies.
when the next session will be.
The irony.
Yeah.
I'm gonna quickly nip for a wee and I'll be back.
Apologies, there wasn't a lot of rolling of dice in anger in that one.
No,
It was a
mate,
bit of a
We'd
bit of
been
a shopping
pre-warned it was going to be a shopping trip, and it was a good shopping trip.
you've got some stuff, you've got a lot of stuff, and you've still got
lot of
that
stuff.
you still got that bronze helm. So
Oh,
at some
God, yeah.
point you'll have that money's come into play as well.
Yeah, we'll see if we can sell that at the blacksmiths because they make stuff.
Well, technically, it's a way in Magnamar. So basically, it's kind of like at an auction house.
Yeah.
So they will try and get you like the 3,000 gold pieces. It will just take a bit of time.
Yeah.
That I made pre-rolled.
Yeah, no problem.
You'll get it eventually. You just didn't have it for the shopping spree.
That's good.
X wanted to know when the next session will be so he can find out what's going to happen. Are we going to post something to a social media or something like beforehand?
Yeah.
Follow over on
Yeah.
Instagram.
By the law.
Or
We've got it in on 5th of June, haven't we, for Pathfinder?
Possibly.
Please tell me I'm off.
Oh, wait a
I'll
minute.
find it after June.
Yeah, no, you're all right. You're on nights
I'm
before
off.
time,
I'm
aren't
bloody
you?
doing it.
Yeah, so it'd be the 5th of June at 8 o'clock, unless anything changes. If anything changes, we'll put something up on the Facebook page.
Facebook, Twitch, whatever. Oh, no. Instagram, you do, Jake, don't you?
yeah.
I'm going to chip off and eat more food. So thanks very much, gents. It's been a pleasure
Well,
as always. And
cheers.
I hope I'll see you all soon.
Until we
Thank
roll
you, guys.
Anger again.
I'll kill
Thank
the... yeah.
I'm
So-
also going to